What it do, homies? We out here with some more Divide music. This time we're checking out Into the Void. Guys, this, for some reason, this feels like a hidden release. Like, I seen it, but I didn't see this pop up on my feed until like and I'm subscribed to them, right? Subscribe, I got all selected. So I didn't get notified. I didn't get anything. I didn't see this until 3 days out after it got released. And nobody in my comments asked for it. Maybe one or two, right? Out of the hundreds of comments I get, nobody asked for it. But I'm always here for the support, especially when we're talking about stuff from his album Singularity. Let's go ahead and shut up, turn it up. It just feels like kind of came out of nowhere. But that's funny, right? Going into the void, coming out of the void is nothing. All right.
Drifting through the absence of color, no light. Painting of the sky like no other. Why fight? I can't see where
that was nice. Whoa, you were doing a lot here, Divide. The little, I don't know what's going on after he sings, and then after he repeats it, he adds some type of transition that transitions into what he just said. He's really giving us this space or exploration type of stuff. What's going on here? Not knowing, so pretty much descending into the void. And like ignorance is bliss. The interesting thing about what's going on here is that this is a what do you want to call it? I would see it's almost like a stairwell of doors, but it's backwards, right? It's going backwards instead of upwards, and the doors are closing, meaning that I am not making progress, right? The progress that I made is being retracted. Doubt, if you will. I mean, I know the song is called Into the Void, but Into the Void, to erase all progression, right? For me to just continue going forward while staying in the same place. That right there.
Take me somewhere further than these constellations. Have I been here? Me with my hallucinations. Oh, carry me back to the start.
Wow.
A race to the end. Break me apart and build me again. Is this how the story ends? My heart can't keep playing pretend. So wake me when light starts to bend. Maybe then I can ascend.
This is some of Divide's best mixing, some of his best singing, his composing, his storytelling. Oh man, bro. See, we like the nerdcore tracks. We do. We 100% do. And I'm here for the personal tracks as well. All the songs are personal, but this is personal, right? This ain't got no ties to any type of anime. This is either it probably is fueled by how Divide is feeling, or on a certain concept that maybe he wants to explore. The Into the Void, because when he was saying at the beginning, the constellations, right? The stars, the bright, the shiny stuff. Because if you look up at the sky and you see all these stars, you start seeing constellations everywhere and everything. That looks pretty, but I'm tired of seeing that. So what am I to make it at? Right? What am I make it at? People who stargaze for a very, very long time probably gets tired of seeing that and wants to see something else. Now, how do I relate that to real life? What does stargazing look like? Shiny, brightness, right? I mean, I might even go down the path of not necessarily screen time, like digital media consumption and everything, where you can kind of feel like you're kind of stuck, even though that's shiny and bright, that could still kind of feel like you're kind of into the void. As a matter of fact, you hear stories of people who, when they put their devices down and whatnot, and they go and they start, doing other things, that they feel a sense of relief, right? They feel a sense of progression. Not saying that that's what Divide is saying right here, but when I think about him wanting to get away from the constellations, getting away from the stars, the shiny and the bright things, and go somewhere else to make a progression and get himself out of the void, that's what I think of, right? Freeing yourself from everyday mundane tasks that make you feel like you're on autopilot, like removing that autopilot and then going manual, right? There it is right there. That's my synopsis. 2 minutes into the song. That's my synopsis. You are driving manual instead of auto, which I don't even know how to drive stick shift. Even a 34-year-old man, I do not know how to drive manual. Am I ashamed? Am I too old to be ashamed? See, I'm sorry. So who am I? Who I am? I think I might know. Rediscovering yourself. I mean, there are times where, I used to enjoy things, you know what I mean? But then I don't enjoy them anymore. And I try to figure out why that is. Something in my life has changed that stopped me from enjoying this once kind of pastime that I really, really liked. I'm not really too sure. Overconsumption of something, life happens and everything. But how can I get back to that? Right? Because that was a defining part of my personality, a part of what made me who I am, is that I enjoyed these things, and I must have replaced them with something that casted me into the void. And it's it's kind of painless, if you will, right? Because if it inflicted pain, then you would move away from it. Maybe one of the things that I like, a challenge presented itself and I didn't like the challenge. It caused pain, so I drifted back into myself where it was painless. Autopilot, right? Okay.
Truth is, I've been with my thoughts, got to know the painter. Color's been swapped and I grow ever fainter from I've been with my thoughts, get to know the painter. Color's been swapped and I grow ever fainter from
you into the void. Him putting in it from you could easily introduce a love interest right from you, but I think he's mostly talking to himself. And this right here, this is kind of what that painting with God in the hand. Why am I forgetting the name of the guy who did it? So it's so the light bends or whatnot. That could be a light bending in the darkness and whatnot. Recollecting with himself, go down there and to pull yourself up from where you've been, this swamp that you're in, this void that you're in. But anyways, good song, Divide. I don't think, let me see. Well, limited shirts. I don't know if your album is out yet. I'm not too entirely sure. Let me know. You already got a stream of it. Oh, let me make sure that I didn't accidentally hear some of your music, because sometimes I just be playing music and it just be jamming and something will come on. And then if I'm not readily familiar with it, I'll be, like I've reacted to it, I'm not familiar with it. I would think that it's a one of your older songs, which I don't usually react to older songs because they don't really do well in the algorithm. So I hope I haven't accidentally heard anything off your album. Anyways, let me know what y'all thought about this down in the comments. Dave's out.